Mr. Hoyer, thank you again for that we can spend some time with you for the interview.
It's my pleasure.
We are from Roetstein, but that already told you. Welcome back in Belgium.
Thank you.
I know that you were in Verviers, Francis, Spirit of 66.
Yeah.
You were in AB, Ancien Belgique.
Yeah, last year.
Happy to be back in Belgium.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, the people are very kind to us. And
yes,
we're very,
the
very
Belgian
thankful.
people so special. Not special.
Well, hey, you know, anybody who loves music is a friend of mine. So, yeah.
Mr. Hoyer, before you were playing with your own band, you were playing with a lot of other bands. Working as a bartender somewhere, I don't know, in England, I think.
Yeah, the Zoo Bar.
Yeah. And you were searching for fame and your name in The Voice.
I wouldn't say that.
No,
not really searching for fame. I had spent 3 years on the road, and it was touring in the U.S. is difficult. So I figured if I did that, maybe it would help a little bit, get our name out there, the band's name. And there really wasn't a whole lot of people that watched that show that went further and checked out our original music. So it was a cool experience. I think it helped a little bit, but just another step in the road.
Why did you want to become a musician? Was it because of your environment or your family, or I don't know?
It's always been, for me, a place where I feel the most free and I feel the most at home. Ever since I can remember, I performed for the first time when I was 6, and the music classes I took in school, elementary all through high school, were just where I felt most comfortable in life. And I don't know, it's just in there and it wants to come out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if it was decided for me, I have no idea.
It was a good decision?
What's that?
It was a good choice that you made?
It's a difficult life, you know. I have 2 little girls, one's 9 and one's 5, and my wife at home, and I miss them a lot. So it's always tough to be on the road.
Traveling around, on the road again.
Yeah. We'll be gone for 6 weeks this time, and in the life of a child that a lot happens in a month and a half. So I want to be there for those moments, but the work I've chosen at this point doesn't allow for that all the time.
These spare moments are called.
Yeah.
Listening to your music, I'm sure you're inspired by funky soul guys.
Sure.
Yeah. Who are your idols, your inspirators?
I love so much music, but in that category, one of my favorites was Charles Bradley when he was still with us. Someone that was, playing currently. Really enjoy his music and his spirit on stage. And Bobby Womack's one of my favorites. Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah.
Etta James. I don't know, you could list them off. It's just, so much great music. And for me, it's the level of honesty and the level of just being genuine in music that really speaks to me. So anybody that does that, I love, no matter what genre it is.
I read something in some reviews that you are described as a member of the funk and soul blues youth movement.
Yeah, I don't know how young I am anymore, but
you know that, or you recognize yourself in the description now?
I just see myself as a guy from Lincoln, Nebraska.
A funk and soul blues youth member.
Yeah.
So live and so.
Yeah, I just I don't think of myself in 8 terms like that. I just do what I love to do, and if people say something about you, then that's what they say, and that's cool. There is a community of musicians in Lincoln, Nebraska, where I'm from, that I'm very proud of, where we help each other. And I did used to be in the youth, the younger crowd, but now I'm one of the older guys, trying to inspire the younger guys. So, it's that's a good thing about a music community, and people don't think of Lincoln, Nebraska as a musical hub, but there's a lot of special, gifted people there that really are making some great music. So I'm happy to be in the fold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2012, you started with your band,
Yeah.
Soul Colossal.
Hmm.
But before I got a CD of the new Shadowboxers.
Right. Yeah, we had
What was?
we had to change our name.
Yeah.
Because there was a band out of Atlanta called the Shadowboxers,
Oh,
and
that's why.
they had already trademarked it. So they
Because
sent.
I found them a collection. That's your Shadow.
Yeah.
Shadowboxers, but
Yeah. No, not the same thing.
not the same thing. But
No.
the same sound, the same music, the same man behind it.
Oh, yeah. You mean with my former name?
Yeah.
Yeah. All that changed was the name. Yeah, that's it. So.
From 2014 until now, 4 albums.
Yeah.
Is that much or is that a normal?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
But
we try to stay busy.
When do you write music? When do you? How is the process going on when doing new things or writing new things?
I'm always thinking of songs and pieces of songs,
Yeah,
and they sit in there, and I put them into my phone or I write them in a notebook,
yeah.
and then I usually make a decision to really focus.
It starts with the lyrics, no?
It depends. It depends.
yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a rhythm. Sometimes it's a melody. Sometimes it's
yeah,
chords.
words,
So
yeah.
it's different. But I'll hold all these little pieces and kind of gather them up, and then I'll make a decision consciously to sit down and write a record, and then I'll sit down and write the whole thing. Like a couple month period of time.
Your latest album is called "Do It Now."
Hmm.
What do you have to do?
Whatever you need to.
I was
Whatever you need to do.
into the titles. What have we do? Or something is giving the album a title, but what's behind it?
Well,
Why did you call it that way?
I called it "Do It Now" because, particularly where we're at in the U.S.
Yeah.
with our current political climate, and also with just the people that I know. A lot of people like to talk and complain and are looking for change,
Yeah.
but in order to get that, you have to do it.
Yes,
You have to
yes.
create it.
Yes,
So it's supposed to do a call to action and just inspire people to get fired up, and whatever it is. I mean, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is you feel like you need to get done,
Yes, do it now.
now is the
Yeah.
time. So no more procrastinating.
How different is this album is when you compare it with your ones?
Last year,
I think
when
it's-
we were on tour,
Yeah.
last year in Europe, Benjamin, our guitar player, was sick with stage 4 cancer. And I was also losing my bass player and my saxophone player. They were moving on to other things. And I was thinking about throwing in the towel and just, finding another way to make a living and then play music for purely enjoyment. But I don't know, man. Benji got better, and we found some new players. And where did the question start again? I went down a tangent. What was the question originally? I'm sorry, I just got off stage. I'm still a little.
I was asking how different the album is.
The album is different. That's exactly why.
Yeah.
The last record that I wrote was. I was thinking about if this is the last record I ever write.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I have some really positive messages for my kids for when I die, and that I leave something behind that they can listen to that will inspire them. And so for my 2 daughters, I wrote this last record for them. There's a number of songs that are about, like "Do It Now," Clara Jane's about my daughter.
Yeah.
There's a number of tunes that are about, they're very positive, and they're very,
They understand.
yeah,
That
no,
you are a
yeah.
singer, songwriter, and artist. They know when you're singing. When one of your songs is on the radio,
oh yeah.
that's my daddy.
Yeah, they listen to my music and love it.
That must be great.
It is. It's special, and they know all the words. But with the last record that I wrote, I was running the new songs by them, by my two little girls and saying, "Do you like this song?" "Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy." So those are the ones I kept.
That's great.
I kept those songs.
Great to hear.
I wanted to write for them.
That's very great.
Yeah.
Just,
So-
I give you some free promotion time. Why must we buy your album?
It's from the heart. It's a real album
It's a
with
soul-
the great playing.
Great soul sound, soul tracks.
I'm not anybody to say if I'm great or not, but I'll tell you it's honest, and I think it's a good record. And I like the songs; they mean a lot to me, and they mean a lot to to my family.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it touches me, then maybe it'll touch someone else. Where we have common, everybody's got that in common. We want our people to be happy. We want our families to be well fed and sheltered and have love and give love, and So I think people will enjoy it because they can relate to it.
I must add one thing. If you want to buy an album of the most funkiest soul band, go to Joe Sawyer.
Well, you can say that. That's fine. There's a lot of bands out there I love, but we're honored to be in the conversation. And like I said, I mean, it's real music, and if people are feeling the vibe, then we're real thankful for that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Josh, what are your plans for the near future? Doing a new album or some shows? I don't know where.
We'll be staying busy all through the rest of the year, and then
Touring?
yeah, a lot of touring. We've got 6 weeks here in Europe, and then we'll go back and
States?
stay busy till the end of the year, and so.
You're a lucky man.
Yeah, I'm lucky for sure. Definitely lucky,
Yeah.
and
I have
thankful.
A few last questions. What turns you on outside music?
My family,
Being a
number
family
one.
man.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love good movies and I love to read, but I mean, the thing is, my kids and my wife.
Okay, I have a last question. If you could do it over again, what would you do different?
My life?
Yeah. No. Your
There's a long list, brother.
Your career. Your career.
Yeah.
You would be a musician again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just am what I am.
What I am.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
You don't have.
I mean, I did a lot of other things. I have a degree in journalism, and I studied, wanted to be a marine biologist in high school, and was kind of studying that. And I don't know, I just always came back to music.
Yeah.
Always came back to music. I did homeless outreach. I was a social worker. Thought about being a teacher.
So music wasn't
A writer.
Wasn't your only job that you didn't know.
No, I've done a lot of different jobs, but
Bartender,
yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah, bartender. I was worked in a timber mill. I worked in warehouses. In Oregon, yeah, taxi driver. I don't know. I've worked so many different kitchens. I couldn't even tell you how many. Cooking, and yeah, man, I've done a lot of different things. But I always come back to music.
But I think the best jobs that you did was being a musician.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Josh Hoyer, that were my questions.
All right,
We thank you again for your time and for your show.
thank you.
You did a
I
great show
appreciate it.
tonight.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
I
guys.
appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.